We all pretended. We socialized in long meetings and then told everyone how late we always worked. We fictionalized our progress on computer using sophisticated project management tools. We developed hidden agendas for pursuing personal advancement. We acted as if we worked like dogs while we wasted as much time as we could. We scheduled all our tasks right down to the nth degree. We created tasks to simply figure out just where it was we thought we stood. We laid serious plans which we were not permitted to admit were really just fairy tales. We carefully placed blame on factors that were beyond our control. We pretended to find great worth in our so-called shared corporate values. We all worked strictly towards those private and personal goals of our own. We maintained fantasy records of all our activities in scrupulous detail. We raced into every new project with no time to learn from past results. We were models of political correctness during all of our endless meetings. We were each unequally driven by lust and rage and greed. We were decreed to be professionals in an effort to control our behavior. We were laid off like illegal domestic labor by the numbers guys. We kept ourselves looking busy doing scheduled tasks without any real goals. We watched the big boys grow ever richer, no matter the results. We were amused at management's description of our work to the outsiders. We vowed that on our next job, things would somehow be quite different. We checked off little tasks and did not need to see the bigger picture. We were treated like the foolish children of always absent parents. We idled comfortably online and complained bitterly at every opportunity. We came in late, took long lunches, and went home early every day. We spent time networking through vicious gossip and kept up with our hobbies. We swore loudly and treated fellow employees without their due respect. We ragged upon and second-guessed even the smallest management decisions. We gossiped and backstabbed, teased, and hoarsely laughed too loud. We invisibly dragged our feet when we did not get exactly what we wanted. We sabotaged their ornate project plans with a surprisingly subtle grace. We evolved from angry young men to bitter old fools within lives of empty work. We took pleasure in each other's failures at the expense of our team's progress. We gorged on fatty free sweets and sucked up lots of carbonated caffeine. We controlled our precious information by doling it out in tiny spoonfuls. We gave up and pouted and took to passive-aggressive backbiting and rumor. We were full of macho bravado, except in the presence of any real men. We held to their core hours and kept professional-looking workspaces. We drove vehicles larger than the cubicles we were being fattened up in. We studied sports and movies with greater diligence than the latest professional skills. We did not bother to participate in their stupid 401k savings plans. We planned our time off with far more care and detail than we used on our work. We proudly sat a simplified Bible on our various technical references. We used many hours of work due to our spoiled and ignorant children. We listened politely, being those who were never intended to grasp the bigger pictures. We pretended feedback was important and that our doors were always open. We decided things in a vacuum, relying solely upon our own gut instincts. We spun events, both good and bad, into trumpeted opportunities and challenges. We never had problems, but we always kept a few open issues on the table. We spoke of opportunities for synergy, as we outsourced our best veterans. We strove to be sure it always looked like we had a lot on our plates. We spoke of the local community at the behest of a distant management. We took the pulse of the company through smarmy little suck-ups. We used up so many sick days that they made them part of our vacation time. We lost our will to speak after years of so-called feedback plainly went unheeded. We made sure the lines were always open, but we were always so very busy. We were always late and in a hurry, and so just for now, we did the quick and dirty. We lived under the gun of concocted deadlines that we missed with great consistency. We sucked up in public and backbit among each other in the shadows. We blindly managed every project using identical but unproven techniques. We admired their salaries but despised their smiling, self-serving falseness. We all pretended that we were going to go on living like this, happily ever after.